I ended up hiring a business coach. And this was also a very monumental shift in my perspective because this was a guy that was younger than me. This is a guy from Canada. This is a guy that is doing the thing that I want to do. And I learned so much from him. I absorbed it. I treated it like sniper school, and everything that he taught me that I learned from his program, I applied it immediately. And then one day, making this video, the way that he told me to make it, the way that he told me to talk, the way that he told me to put the hook here, I ended up going from like 200 followers on TikTok to about like 9,000 overnight.
Overnight?
And that, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, overnight.
Wow.
And that was, um, I felt like such an imposter because I just started my business. I'm going, I guess, viral, and it was all because of a video that I made, and it's still something I talk about today. And um, I think it's just because I've never heard it this way, and I haven't heard anyone else say it this way. But the message was that veterans don't come back into society, that we were never a part of society. And I
Hmm.
go on to talk about the fact that when you join the military, you're 18. What do you know when you're 18? Nothing. You
Nothing.
don't know how to
Yeah.
do anything.
You
Like
don't
you
know
think you
nothing.
do.
Yes.
No, nothing.
You
So
think you got the
you
world
go,
all figured
hmm
out.
yeah, you really do. And then you go in, and then you come out, and maybe you're 22, 23, 24, 25, however many years you did, and you're thrown into it. And it's a shift in culture. Like it really is a shift in culture. I truly believe that when you leave the military, it's like you're leaving a country. You're moving from one place to another place that you haven't operated in. People are different. The way that you talk, the way that you walk, customs and courtesies, formalities, everything is different.
We
Everything.
learn to grow
And
up differently. Like
yeah.
you become an adult differently than the
Hmm.
rest of society, because you're in a
Yeah.
different culture. So when you go back to the culture, you don't know, you weren't raised in that culture. So it's like,
Mhm. Exactly.
how do I adult now that I have to be an
Exactly.
adult here?
Yeah.
And it's a different thing. It's hard to explain, but you're spot on.
And the hard part about that, Jeff, is that you think you're an adult because when you're in the military, you could be a 21-year-old sergeant in charge of a sniper team. That was me. I was in charge of a sniper team, and I thought like this is being a grown up. I'm in charge of a sniper team. I I, I thought that was the epitome of maturity. And then you get out and you realize like you lose all your friends overnight. The people that you're mentoring, the people that are mentoring you, everything like it goes away almost overnight. You know.
Yeah.
And you try and hold on to a little bit of it. And I tried to hold on. I actually tried to do the reserves, and I could not get in because they had just changed the tattoo policy, and I had to do all this paperwork to get grandfathered in. Um, and it took forever for me to be able to get back into the reserves. I ended up going back into the reserves, but I only went to like 3 or 4 drills, and it was with the 224 sniper platoon. But at the same time, so it took me a long time to get into that reserve platoon. But at the same time that I finally got in, I was starting the police academy, and I didn't feel like I wanted to do both. I don't like to do too many things at once. I think that being focused is not necessarily only thinking about one thing. I think that focus is the elimination of distractions.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have any distractions of like I want to work undercover, I want to get here, I want to do this. So I ended up leaving the sniper platoon. And what's funny about this is Sergeant Peters, the guy that I deployed to Afghanistan with, also ended up in the sniper platoon in the reserves with me for a little bit.
Really?
So we just kept following each other around. Yeah, and we were both sergeants at that point. Yeah, just for a little bit. He picked up staff, but yeah, it was crazy.
Let's go back to the
Hmm.
Afghanistan withdrawal. Well, yes, fitness
Hmm.
check. If you want to throw a question in there, yeah, I'll take a look at it here in just a second. Let's go back to the Afghanistan withdrawal. As a coach, I'm asking you this as a coach.